Hi, I'm Jake from Football Shirts HQ. I buy and sell football shirts and also have a collection of my own. Today's video is my first YouTube video just on the current Premier League team's best kits of their history in the Premier League era. I'll be going in detail about each and every one of the 20 teams and their best kits. Starting off today, it'll be Arsenal. What could be better than the Bruce Banana? 91 to 93, just into the Premier League. It's a Marmite kit. You either love it or you don't. I personally love it. I think that people give it a lot of slack for it being such a mad kit design. I like it. For the two years that it was their kit, away kit, some great players were playing in it, preferably Ian Wright. He was unbelievable in that kit. Next up, we got Aston Villa 2010-2011. Now, Aston Villa kits are difficult ones because they all look the same. They had some nice away kits and some really nice home kits, but I've gone with this one because I like the checkered down the side, and I think the badge was just, I think, pretty new at that time, and I think it just suits that shirt. For Brighton, I've gone this year's home shirt. I think this is an absolute beauty of a shirt. I think Nike have done an amazing job with it. I think that compared to a lot of them with the thick stripes, I think I love stripes in general, but I think that the thin stripes just look perfect with the sponsor and the collar. Everything's just about it. It's just a great shirt, and that's why I've gone for this year's home shirt. Hopefully their football can be as good as the shirt. Going to Burnley now, I've gone for the 1995-96 home shirt. I think Mitre have done an amazing job with this at the time when there was a lot of other great shirts around in the 90s. But considering Mitre don't usually do football shirts, I think that this stands out with the patterns on it. It's just a really nice shirt from the 90s, and that's why I've put this as their best shirt. I mean, they are pretty difficult with it being the same colours every year and the same design with the sleeves always being blue, but they knocked this one out of the park. Going to Chelsea now, in 1998 to 2000. This shirt, it looks amazing, the away shirt. The colour of it, the white colour, and the sponsor in the middle of it just stands out. Looks perfect on the shirt. The central logo being in the middle with the Umbro just above it, I think it just looks so simplistic, and it just looks really nice. Definitely one of their best kits ever. Next one, Crystal Palace in 2016-2017. There is some not the best kits from Crystal Palace. I wouldn't ever put theirs high up because they're all similar. I mean, they had one with Virgin on the front, which was a really nice shirt, but I've gone for this one with the horizontal stripes. It really makes the kit stand out apart from all the other kits were about that year. The sponsor was edging to be too big, but apart from that, I think the two horizontal lines going through the middle and the yellow stands out amazing for their shirts, and that's why it's their number one for me. Next, Everton 1993 to 1995. Arguably their best shirt ever. I would say that the sponsor just stands out perfectly. The badge in the little crest, it just looks amazing. Like, it's their best shirt, and probably one of the best Premier League shirts that's ever been released. Next, Fulham from 2001 to 2002. Now, the sponsor on it just looks amazing. It's so fun, and at the time I was collecting stickers every week. Every time I got one, it stuck in my mind, and it always will do, as one of the best shirts that's been released. I think it was just so simple, and the sponsor, every time that I stuck one in, I just remember the Steve Malbronx, Luis Bolamorte, and also Luis Saha, just at the top of their game. For someone that you wouldn't expect to be doing as well and getting points off bigger teams, they were unbelievable at the time with them players in there. The next team is Leeds United, 2000 to 2001. The away shirt that year was yellow with blue trims on it. It was sponsored by Strongbow. It was an amazing time to be a Leeds fan. Under David O'Leary, they were in the Champions League. They were doing well in every cup competition, and they were doing well in the league. They had some great players at the time, and they were flying, and that's no different than the kits they had at the time. It was a toss-up between the home shirt and the away shirt. The away one just nudged it just because of the colours, and it's just so simple, and the sponsor just makes the shirt so much better and on a next level. So that's why I've chose this one. Next up, it's Leicester City 2015 to 2016 home shirt. I've gone for this one over one from a few years prior, which was the Walkers on the sponsor. I went for this one for the open reason that they won the league. 5,000 to 1 underdogs. Claudio Ranieri built this team that season to go and beat everybody. They went on a run that nobody ever could have expected, and they looked brilliant doing it. This shirt will always go down in history as one of the nicest, simplest, greatest kits for such an amazing team. They went through that league and shown what it was to be an underdog and to have that spirit to win the league, and that's why this shirt looks so good. For Liverpool, I'm going to 1995 to 1996 home shirt. It just looks amazing, the shirt. The shirt itself, the Carlsberg on the front, the badge, the old school Adidas logo, you just can't beat it. And it's not been beaten since, and before that, the candy ones were better, however they weren't in the Premier League era. It'll be remembered mainly for me. I wasn't even able to watch that game because I was not born in 1996, but the Kevin Keegan slump when Stan Collymore scored that goal, it just makes that shirt so much more rememberable. Manchester City next, 1993 to 1995. I've picked this shirt over some of the other ones, maybe this one, which I absolutely love. 1993 to 1995, the home shirt was just, it looks amazing. That's why it gets reproduced in the masses at the City Club shop. But at the time they had a player called George Kincladze. Now, for those who don't know him, he was one of the best players that's ever graced the Premier League, and he was only there for such a short time. People who was there at the time would vouch for that and say he was an amazing player. City at the time have obviously, they went down again, but at the time this shirt was amazing for the team and really stood out as one of the best shirts that City have ever produced, and that's why it makes it on this list. Next up, Manchester United now, and that's that home shirt from 1998 to 2000. Now, I'm not a biggest fan of Man United, obviously, but this shirt was just amazing. It'll stand the test of time and will always be remembered for that brilliant era of Manchester United youth players that come through. David Beckham's, the Gary Nevilles, Phil Neville's, Ryan Giggs. It'll always be remembered for them players, and the players always make the shirt so much better. The sponsor on the front is Sharp, as one of the best sponsorships that Man United have had. They had the likes of Vodafone after, but I think Sharp was sponsored the best United shirts, and that's why it makes it on this list. For the 2 years that they had it, it'll always be remembered brilliantly by United fans. Next up, it's Newcastle United 1995 to 1996 away shirt. The colours of it are amazing with the hoops, and the sponsor of the Nuki Brown just stands out better than any other shirt that they've released ever, since and before that. It just looks like an amazing shirt, and Adidas knocked it out of the park at the time when they were also doing the other ones like previous, the Liverpool shirts from previous on the video. But like I said, this is just stand out. It'll stand the test of time and it'll never be forgotten under Newcastle fans. Next up, Sheffield United. Now, it is a very difficult one because they haven't released the greatest of shirts in my opinion, but this is just an amazing shirt. The first time they were in the Premier League for years, and it was just a really nice shirt. It was really simple, and they did a really good job of it. I mean, they're a bit hit and miss with some of the shirts. Like this year, they brought some good shirts out with the home and away shirt, but this has made it on my list because Neil Warnock that season was just hilarious. Southampton now, it's 1997 to 1999 home shirt. This home shirt will always be remembered as one of the best shirts that Southampton released, in my opinion, due to the player that was wearing it, Matt Le Tissier. He was an amazing player and deserved so much more than what he did in the game. He was stuck by that club through everything and will always be remembered as a great player in the Premier League. Now, the sponsor on the shirt, Sanderson's, worked amazing for Sheffield Wednesday and also did exactly the same for Southampton. On this shirt, it just makes it so much nicer than just a normal Southampton red and white striped shirt, and that's why it's on my list. Tottenham Hotspur next, and it's 2002 to 2004 home shirt. The reason I've chose this is because it's so simple and it just looks so nice. And the white shirt, the sponsor was great. Kappa cannot make a bad shirt, and I will vouch that. I think they're the best kit manufacturer going. The reason I've put this, I remember it quite fondly from playing on FIFA at the time. Also, when I used to watch the games, it was one of the only skin tight shirts that I could see. And not many people used to wear them skin tight at the time, but they seem to. The likes of Jermaine Defoe, Robbie Keane, smashing goals in every week. That's why I've chose this shirt, because it's one of the nicest shirts that I think Spurs have released, and that's over the Holston sponsorship shirts from years prior. Next up, it's West Brom, 2004 to 2005. It's not one of the greatest kits, it's more mainly for what happened that season. They were doomed for relegation halfway through at Christmas. Anyway, as the season come to an end, they won games and was still bottom of the league, all until the last day of the season, when everyone will remember the pictures watching Sky Sports News, seeing everyone getting carried on, the pitch invasion when they ended up staying up on the last day. It was an unbelievable experience to watch, and also I bet it was an amazing experience to be in, and that's why this shirt goes number one for them. West Ham next, and that's 2001 to 2003 home shirt. The only thing I can remember mainly for this is Paolo Di Canio wearing it. What a shirt and what a player. At the time, this shirt stood out as just a normal West Ham shirt with Doc Martens as a sponsor. Fila absolutely smashed it. The amazing shirt that it is, it always stands out as one of the best West Ham shirts, and that's why I put it on this list. Wolverhampton Wanderers next, and that's 2003 to 2004 away shirt. What a shirt. Doritos as a sponsor catches your eye straight away. It was a close call for the home shirt, but I've gone for the away shirt because it's just an amazing shirt. I love the black, it's so simple, and the bit of orange detailing on it just makes it look amazing, and that's why it's number one. So like I said, my name's Jake from Football Shirts HQ. Thanks for watching, everyone. So if you wouldn't mind putting your favourite shirts from the Premier League era from each of the teams in the comment section below, like and subscribe this video. It'd be amazing to do that with the first video. Also, you can follow my you can like my Facebook page at Football Shirt HQ, and also follow me on Twitter at Football Shirts HQ. As well as that, I've got my Depop at JCashton23, and you'll be able to see all the shirts I'm selling. And also, if you have any questions, like I said, just comment section below. Thanks very much. Bye bye.